everyone, and welcome to another video, the T on NPD and relationships. So before we get started, I want to invite you to, of course, hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button, and come follow me as we discover our destinies. To my new subscribers and new followers, welcome. To my tribe and my family at large, welcome back. Thank you for visiting my media resource and finding value in something that I have to say. I appreciate your time. And if you like the content that I am bringing to you, why don't we let the entire YouTube community know? By simply hitting that like button, it gives our tribe and our family here the greatest opportunity to grow. So today, we are going to be discussing the topic of the narcissist lost a real one. Make them live with it. I said it. Yes, baby. They lost a real one. So in the relationship with the narcissist, of course, you gave everything that you knew how to give. You actually gave even more than sometimes you even had to give, which a lot of times left us in a deficit. And all the while, you were giving and giving and giving, and never really receiving anything in return. So, the narcissist thought that basically you were just going to hang around for the long haul. They took you for granted. This is what they so often do. This is who they are. And if you ever think that you are going to change that thought process in a narcissist, if you're not out of the situation, and if you're not out of the relationship, if you're still kind of toying around with going back, let me tell you something, baby. It is not going to change. They are never, ever going to see you as a person of value, not the way that you want to be valued. A narcissist is only going to see you as valuable as their next fueling supply, their next fueling station. That's it. So when you're sitting around and you're thinking about maybe I should go back or maybe I should try it again, baby, let me tell you something. Honey, baby, you need to make them realize that they lost a real one, because you are a real one. When you were in that relationship, giving all that you knew how to give, and even that you did not even have to give at that moment in time, you gave it anyway, and leaving yourself sometimes in a deficit. And you want to think about or even entertain possibly going back to something that never valued you in the first place? The only thing that you are going to get by entertaining going back to something like that, if you are even thinking about doing so, the only thing that you are going to get, my friend, is more abuse and just more damage to who you are. Because the narcissist doesn't care about what it cost you to sacrifice all of the things that you gave to them. The narcissist doesn't care about any of that. What they're going to do when you entertain not letting yourself be completely detached from that, what you're going for is another round of that good old smear campaign. You're going to go for another round of that. Another round of some more of that good old triangulation. some more of that gaslighting, projection, blame shifting. I mean the whole entire gamut. They are going to run. No, that is not what we're doing. That's not what we're doing. Because you know what? At this point, I'm sure we've all had what I like to say, a come to Jesus moment within ourselves. If you've been in that narcissistic relationship, or if you are entertaining possibly going back to the relationship, negative. Need to cut all of that, what I like to call stinking thinking, off, and institute those boundaries, and institute and solidify in your mind this thought that, you know what? The narcissist lost a real one, and they gonna live with it, baby. Because when you know that someone does not have the opportunity to change, and you gave everything that you knew how to give, and yet all you ever received in return was more and more abuse, you already know what's going on. You already know what's about to happen. You already know already know the games, the lies, the manipulation tactics. This is what they do. And this is all they will ever do. But you know what? You being the beautiful person that you are, you being the bomb.com, and I mean, you make it do what it do, and guess what? You make it happen, baby. Even when no one else can figure out around you, including the narcissist, how to make it happen. Oh yes, you make it happen. And see, that's what you need to make them realize that they've lost. I said it. You are too beautiful. Your light is too bright to put it up underneath that darkness and try to have the darkness cover your light. Because baby, let me tell you, it can never extinguish your light unless you allow it to. Even under the darkness, you still shining. And that's the whole issue. That's the whole issue. The narcissist wants to put your light out. They want to totally extinguish your light. But you adapt the mindset. You lost a real one. You lost a real one. Make them live with it. Yes, because they didn't deserve you anyway. They never did. And when you take on that mindset, and when you take on that attitude and the air about you that you are somebody, come on here, somebody, that you are somebody, and that you were created for greatness, oh yeah, you're gonna make them live with the fact that they lost a real one. Of course. Of course. Yes. Are they gonna try to get back? Absolutely. You tell me what person ever lost gold, true, authentic, genuine gold, real gold, and not try to go back and find that gold that they lost. Of course. Will they realize that they've lost it? Eventually. See, because during the discard phase, they were already entertaining something else. That was probably part of the reason, I know, for most of us, that we had to go ahead and get on out of there, because we realized that we weren't the only ones that the narcissist was entertaining. I mean, you finding the little messages in the cell phone and all of this and that. Oh yeah, you already knew something else is going on here. The narcissist's attention is somewhere else. So during the discard, they are already entertaining something else. So you let them stay right on over there with that something else. Let them stay with that something else. Because at the end of the day, you were the person that brought the life to them. You were the person that made sure that everything went as planned, as scheduled. You were the person that did that. And so when a person can treat you as if your life, your contribution, everything that you brought to the table never mattered, when they can treat you like that, how? Baby, you're supposed to walk away from that situation understanding first what it was. Okay, let me just understand. Let me kind of wrap my head around what this was. Let me wrap my head around what this was. Okay, now I have a clear understanding that this was completely toxic. Now let me go ahead and adapt the principle of, yes, baby, you lost a real one. And you gonna live with it. You are going to live with it. Do not ever entertain a person that will not be willing to give you their best in exchange for your best. Come on here, somebody. The Bible says in the word of the Creator, it says how, and I've said this to you before, how can two walk except they agree? You have to agree. Not just you agreeing to what they want to do, to all of their everything that they bring up and all of their abuse. And at first you don't even think that it's abuse. You don't even realize what's happening. We didn't realize that in the beginning. But once you realize that you really didn't lose anything, all you lost was a trauma bond. That's all you lost was an addiction. That's it. Because the person that you thought was there wasn't even really there. It was a false self. So, strategy. You adapt that principle just like the topic. You make them live with it and you adapt the principle in your mind. And this is now and forever for anyone that will not be willing to give you the best in exchange for the best that you can give them. You adapt that principle. You lost a real one. Yeah, the narcissist did. They lost a real one. They did. And you make them live with it, baby. Yes, you make them live with it. You continue on your journey. You continue elevating. You continue in becoming a person and becoming an enlightened person, and continue to evolving to your greatest and your highest self through fortifying yourself with the word of our Creator, fortifying yourself with prayer. And if you're not a Christian, you fortify yourself with your meditation and whatever it is that you do to bring peace from the universe to yourself. But what we're not going to do is we're not going to do toxic. That's what we're not going to do. Strategy. We're not doing toxic. No toxic here. No, we don't do toxic. If it's toxic, it's got to go. It's got to go because it's only going to hinder you in your elevation process, in your healing process, in your journey on the way to purpose and destiny. It only is going to hinder you in those areas and many more. And many more. We do not do toxic. That's it. It's over. Closing. Understand and know the value of who you are, which is far above anything that the narcissist could have ever given you and even gave you in the addictionship that you were in. Understand and know that, baby, as I tell you quite often, you are all that. Yes, I said it. Thebomb.com, baby. You got it going on. Now you just need to know, trust, and believe that, and continue. Those of you that have already caught on to it, just continue to know that in the city of your soul, who you are and what you bring to the table. Absolutely. All right, y'all. So that's it for me today. And I just want to make sure that we understand who we are and make that narcissist know that they lost a real one. Until the next video, you all, or the next audio, I will see you here at the T. All right, y'all. Ciao. Be blessed and highly favored.